Well, poo, my camera quit working, so I'm very sorry about that. I've glued both of Frankie's eyes on, and then I cut the scrap piece of black cardstock. I just cut it freehand with my scissors to make some bangs. I actually like the way these ones looked better. They were a bit finer and thinner, farther back up in the paper. So either way is totally fine. And I'm going to use the last little half circle to get his nose put on. And we'll just kind of like that overlap his eyes just a little bit. And then we can put his mouth, give it a little curl, put his stitching, give him a little scar, and the other one, and then it's time to put him together. All right, let me put the cap on my glue here. Curl your panels with a bone folder. It will help fold it together. Now, of course, the side that has the face is going to be just a little more challenging, but not too bad. And then you want to fold those little circle pieces out. Smush him down. Yes, smushing him down is the way to do it. It helps so that it locks together. And there you have it. Isn't he so cute? I love it. Alright, and the only thing left to do is to tie on his ribbon, and he'll be good to go. Now, I'm not going to do the other two with you because I have a feeling that my camera is going to shut down again, and I really, really don't think that you're going to want 3 or 4 little videos, and piecing them together is going to be a lot of fun. So, because it's being temperamental, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of how each one of them are done. So, you don't need to watch me tie on his bow, do ya? You know how to tie on a bow. You guys are awesome. Alright, so, well, his bow needs finagled, so don't look at his bow. Don't look at his bow. In fact, I'm just going to undo it. Okay, don't look at Frankie's bow. Anyway, look at this bow. It's a great bow. And you can see Frankie is super simple to put together. He is fabulous. All right, now for Drake, he has a black body. I used a white piece from another box that I cut, and I just cut at this line and this line and glued it on to make his face. And then I made a little template, and to be honest with you, this was totally just freehand. I took one of these pieces, the other piece from here, I folded it in half just like this, and then I cut kind of like a heart shape. You know how you used to cut hearts in elementary school, where you would fold the square paper in half and you would just cut around? Well, that's what you're doing here. So I'm just cutting kind of a heart shape and brought it to the corner. And then I used that to cut one so that it wasn't creased. Okay, so it goes right over the top perfectly, and it all layers together just like that. And then you go on to the same process as you did with Frankie. So this time, because Drake doesn't have a nose in here, I just need 1 round out of the 1/2 inch from black, and then 2 of the white, and then his little pupils out of the black with the handheld. And then I have just some scraps of white that I use to cut triangles for his teeth. And then I just used the marker to draw the line for his smile and cut the teeth and layered them on. Okay, so that's how you do Drake. Very simple and easy. I'm really sorry I'm not getting all of them put together in person for you today, guys. I really am afraid that my camera is going to shut down on me again. I'm so not sure what's going on with it, but technology is all I can say. Okay, now for Rita. I love Rita. She is fabulous. We're going to start with a Highland Heather Curvy Keepsake box. We're going to use, let me get my pieces here. Let me get my pieces. There we go. All right. Rita uses 1.5 circles in the blue. So you can punch 2 circles. You'll have a half left over. I just kept the half from her nose here. So this one will be cut in half for her eyelids and then 1 for her nose. All right. And then she's got 2 white eyes and then 2 hand punched black pupils. And to make her hat, I started out with a layering circle. This was the biggest circle, and I cut it in half. Okay, so it gives me this. And then I used my bone folder and break down the fibers. And then just brought it over to overlap and worked it until I got it totally lined up and covered. Just like that. And then there's her hat. And then once you do this part, let me just hold it here. Once you do this part, if you take your scissors and just cut up, I don't know, what is that? A little over 1/4 inch. Something like that. It's not exact science. All the way around, okay? So you're cutting all the way around, and then you'll just push it down, and I can't do it because I don't have it glued, but when you push it down, it will flare out. You see there? It'll flare out the brim of the hat, and that's how I've made her hat. So you can see there's the little flared out brim, and it's just glued together and then sat on her head, right? Now, to get her hair, that was a fun little trick. I cut a piece of that red curly ribbon from the holiday catalog, and I took off, I'm not going to do it yet because I'll have a mess, but I took off that little string. Do you see? Let me see if I can get you zoomed in here. Do you see the little red string that wraps around the curly ribbon? In fact, if I get you the ribbon, it would probably be easier. Okay, so it has a little red string that wraps around the yarn that keeps it together. All right, so I just cut a small little section of the ribbon off. As you can see, I think it's about 1 inch. Yes. It's about 1 inch worth. And then I just took the string off and I ran a little strip of glue on either side of the box. And you can see it's here and it's here. Now, it's not blocking the box. I can still open the box up, you see. Let me get that. There we go. I can still open the box. But the glue is just at the edge of the little tab, okay? So I've put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. And then I just laid the ribbon across it, touched it down, and pulled off the rest, and then did it to the other side, okay? And that's what made her fabulous red hair. And then I put a little glue on the panel, thinking that maybe if I put some glue just on this tab, that it would adhere to the edges of her hat and it would keep it on. That was a bad idea. Don't do that. It doesn't work out very well, and it makes it really hard to get underneath to pull the flap open. So it's best just to leave it sitting on her head, okay? Now, with Rita, I made little eyelashes. Whoops. Focus. I made little eyelashes. I made her little mouth off to the side because I want her to be cute. And then I put her little wart on the nose, but it's just like a really cute beauty mark, isn't it? It is so sweet. All right, guys. So there you have it. Drake, Frankie, and Rita. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will post in the blog today a picture and dimensions and instructions and all of that, since I wasn't able to do such a great job on the video today. But I wanted to be able to share all three of the projects with you, and I hope that I was able to do that in a way that you can replicate. They're all very simple and easy to do, so I think it'll be no problem. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Remember that all this week, I'm going to be focusing on Curvy Keepsake boxes. So there's going to be a new one every single day this week, so stay tuned and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Which of these guys are your favorite, Frankie, Drake, or Rita? And if you decide to make them yourself, let me know that too. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.